So we're pleased to present the Eversheds Sutherland Global Guide to Freezing Orders, or attachment orders as they're sometimes known, for all the key jurisdictions worldwide. So the guide covers whether freezing orders are available in each jurisdiction, what is the test for obtaining one, and the sorts of assets which can be covered by a freezing order. It also considers the implications for third parties, typically banks, who are notified of such orders, what the consequences are for breaching an order, whether you're the respondent or a third party, but also it considers whether or not you can seek freezing orders in support of foreign proceedings, and likewise if a freezing order is obtained overseas, whether that's enforceable in the home jurisdiction. So we put the guide together in collaboration with our 70 plus offices around the world in over 30 different jurisdictions, and also utilising our network of 200 relationship firms to ensure the guide is authoritative and comprehensive for all the key jurisdictions in the world.
Given the international nature of commerce and business, and as a result the increase in cross-border disputes, we've produced this guide to give a practical overview in 90 jurisdictions across the globe of how this important tool in the claimant's armoury works, together with the risks as well as the opportunities which it presents to the parties impacted. We've produced this guide for a number of reasons. From a claimant's perspective, freezing orders are one of the most important tools in the process of seeking recovery of their losses. They provide both the means of guarding against the unjustified dissipation of assets by unscrupulous defendants, and in some jurisdictions can provide a springboard to disclosure and other forms of relief which can assist a claimant in identifying, locating and ultimately enforcing against the defendant's assets. From a defendant's perspective, a freezing order will materially restrict their ability to deal with their assets. This is likely to have a very serious impact on their business and or their personal life. Furthermore, were a defendant to breach a freezing order, this can have serious consequences, including in England and Wales, imprisonment. It is therefore imperative that a defendant understands those risks. And finally, from the perspective of third parties notified of freezing orders, such as banks or financial institutions, they need to be clear as to their obligations as third parties under it. For example, in some jurisdictions, there are carve-outs and exemptions which can materially affect how the freezing order operates in particular circumstances, and therefore financial institutions and banks need to be clear as to what they can and can't do in those circumstances.
So the guide provides a series of standard questions about the availability and scope of freezing injunctions in over 90 countries across the world. It quickly enables you to understand the nature of the freezing order relief available in each country. The guide will assist those entities and individuals considering bringing applications for freezing orders abroad and those who have received freezing orders in jurisdictions which they may be unfamiliar with. The guide will assist you in the implications of receiving or obtaining a freezing order of this sort. Each case is dependent on its facts, but the guide will provide you with a basic understanding of the key provisions relating to freezing orders in each of the 90 jurisdictions, and will also provide you with contact details should you require them at short notice. The freezing order jurisdiction can vary considerably from court to court, depending on which court is actually making the order and which court is considering the order and the implications of that order. So whether you're bringing a claim or defending a claim, freezing orders will be used to enforce your legal claims over relevant assets of a party. Of course, the interim remedies that courts across the world can order before trial are not just limited to freezing orders. There's a whole range of interim remedies that the courts can order. These include disclosure orders, search orders, and third-party debt orders. These are all extremely powerful tools available to litigants, which cause significant cost and inconvenience to those parties upon whom they are served. You can find the guide on our website, where you can also find a wealth of information about other court orders.